am going to perform Boyle's law. So according to the Boyle's law states that at a constant temperature, when the volume of the gas increases, the pressure of the gas decreases. Thus, the pressure is inversely proportional to the volume. Thus, P cross V is constant. Thus, P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. The graph between pressure and volume at the x-axis and pressure at the y-axis is given here. Here in the collapse, we are performing the experiment in the quill tube. With the volume of the quill tube is V is equal to A cross L. Thus A is the cross section of the quill tube and L is the length of the air column. Thus P cross L is equal to thus the equation reduces to P cross L is equal to constant K. Now let us familiarize with the apparatus of these experiments. Here is the quill tube having mercury in between the quill tube. The length of the quill tube is 50 centimeter and the length of the mercury column is 10 centimeter. First of all, we will hang this quill tube in the stand at a horizontal position and measure the length of the air column. Here the length of the air column is 20 centimeter. Then we will measure the height of the mercury column from the bottom of the stand. Here H1 is given 30 centimeter and H2 is given 30 centimeter. This is the height from the bottom of the stand to the top of the mercury column. By this equation we can calculate the P cross L value, which remains constant throughout the experiment. Thus P is equal to capital H plus small h. Here small h is difference between the H1 and H2, which are the heights of the mercury column. Thus H is equal to H1 minus H2, and here capital H is the atmospheric pressure in mm of Hg. Here the atmospheric pressure is 760 mm of Hg or 76 centimeter of Hg. Here Hg is mercury and P cross L will be constant throughout the experiment. Here P cross L is given. Now we will keep there are 5 types of experiments in this one experiment. It's keeping the quill tube horizontal, then slanting at some angle, then vertical having open and upward, then vertical having open and downward, then slanting in reverse position. Thus we have to perform all these experiments. Here in the second part, the quill tube is at angle 60 degree with the stand. First we will measure the length of the here first we will measure the length of the air column, which is given 18 centimeter and it decreased by 2 centimeter than the previous one. Then we will measure the height of the mercury column from the stand. H1 is equal to 25.7 centimeter. Then we will measure H2 from the bottom of the stand to the top of the mercury column, which is here given H2 is equal to 34.3 centimeter. Then we will connect this quill tube in the vertical position having open and upward. Then we will calculate the length of the air column, which is here given 17.7 centimeter and is further decreased from the previous one. Then we will measure H1, which is the height of the mercury column from the bottom of the stand, and then H2, which is height of the top of the mercury column from the bottom of the stand. Here there is a graph between H1 by L and P. Thus it shows that P cross V is constant or P cross L is constant, as it is a straight line. On extending it backwards, it meets at the origin. Thus at zero pressure, which is actually impossible, but here we have assumed that at zero atmospheric pressure, the volume will be also zero. So now we will perform the stimulator part of this Boyle's law experiment in the OLAPS. OLAPS. Okay, so we will click on the stimulator part. This is the stimulator of this OLAP. If it's not coming into your PC, then you can just click on the this tab and this flash player. Click on allow. Here it's actually allowed only. Here this is the quill tube adjusted on the stand in a horizontal position. This is the length of the mercury column, and this is the air column. This is the air column, and this red one is the mercury column. By adjusting these bars, we can adjust the length of the mercury column and the air column by keeping, say, let's say length of the mercury column 10 centimeter and the air column 15 centimeter or 15 centimeter, let's say. Thus this is the 15 centimeter and this red one is 10 centimeter. The red one is the length of the mercury column. Now clicking on this tab show scale, it shows the scale, and we can measure. First we will measure the height of the mercury column from the bottom of the stand. Here it is showing 30 centimeter, and same for this side on the other side. Thus h1 is equal to h2 is equal to 30 centimeter. Thus difference in the heights of this h1 and h2 is 0, and thus the pressure developed in this uh, quill tube and air column is equal to atmospheric pressure. Also the length of this air column is 15 centimeter. Here we have also set it 15 centimeter, thus it's 15 centimeter. Now we will keep this at some angle, this quill tube at some angle with the stand. So let us rotate this quill tube some angle, and you show that this mercury column moved by some small angle or some small length. Thus we will measure the length of the first of all we will measure the length of the mercury column. Okay, the length of the mercury column is approximately 10 centimeter, which doesn't change. The length of the air column is 13.7 centimeter. Here it's also shown, which is slightly less than that of previous one. Just it decreased by from 15 centimeter to 13.76 centimeter. Now we will measure the h1 and h2. Here it's already given that h2 is 30 centimeter and h1 is 12.18 centimeter. So let us measure it. Thus it is approximately 30 centimeter and it is 21 point something centimeter. Okay, thus by this formula we can measure the pressure inside the quill tube and also the value of P cross L. And then we can plot this graph P versus 1 by L, P on the x-axis and 1 by L on the y-axis, and it will be a straight line. Thus we can perform this experiment for the different type of this video. So now on performing all these 5 parts of this experiment by keeping the quill tube horizontal with respect to the stand, then second part slanting with open and upward, then the quill tube is vertical with open and upward slant, then fourth part is slanting, open and downward, and vertical with open and downward. And then by calculating all this length of the air column, difference between height of the mercury column and the pressure of the air column by these formulas, here you can see that P is equal to the capital H plus small h. Here capital H is the pressure, atmospheric pressure in mm of He or centimeter of SCI, centimeter of He. Here H is mercury. The small h is the difference between the height of the mercury column of the both ends. So the net we have to calculate is P cross L. Thus the P cross L remains constant according to the Boyle's law. Thus here we have proved the Boyle's law. Thus P cross V remains constant at a constant temperature.